Good morning, grade 6. Welcome back to grade 6 mathematics class. Hope you all are doing great today. Let's learn a different method to find the HCF of a few given numbers. So look at the question given here. Find the HCF of 34 and 85 using successive division method. So the new method we are going to learn, it's called successive division method or continued division method. So we'll explain this method using this example here. You've got two numbers here, 34 and 85. So the two numbers here, 85 and 34, which is the bigger number, 85. So let's divide this bigger number 85 using the smaller number 34. And I'm going to do the division in a different way. Let's see how. So 85 has to be divided by 34. Now, how many 34s are there in 85? 34 ones are 34, 34 twos are 68. Can we take 34 threes? No. So let's take two 34s. So instead of writing the quotient here, I am going to draw a curve like this and write the quotient here. So this means in the quotient part we have the number 2 right now. Now 2 into 34 is equal to 68. As usual, we are subtracting the numbers. What do we get here? We get a difference 17. Now, we got the difference of 17. Now, this becomes the new divisor and we need to use this divisor to divide the previous divisor. So, we are going to use this 17 to divide 34. So, how many 17s are there in 34? Two 17s are there in 34. So, I am going to write that 2 here. Now, 2 17s or 17 2s are 34. Subtracting the numbers, the difference is 0. So, what did we do here? We successively divided the numbers or we continued the division process until we got the remainder as 0. So, the last remainder we used here, that is the number 17, so that the remainder became 0. That is the HCF of the two numbers 34 and 85. So, in the successive division method, you keep on dividing till you get the remainder as 0 and the last divisor you use, that is the HCF of the given numbers. So, here the HCF of 34 and 85 is equal to 17. So, this was the case when we had to find the HCF of two numbers. So, let's see how to find the HCF using this method in the case of three numbers. So, here we have a question. Find the HCF of 125, 175 and 225 using successive division method. So, see, we have three numbers here. Consider the first two numbers. Which are they? 125 and 175. Which is the bigger number among these? It is 175. So, we need to divide this bigger number using the smaller number. We are considering only the first two numbers here. So, we are going to divide 175 by 125. Now, how many 125s are there in 175? Only one 125. So, let's write that 1 as the quotient. So, I am going to write that 1 here. Now, 1 into 125 equals 125. Subtracting the numbers, what do we get? We get 50 as the difference. Now, we have to continue the division till we get the remainder as 0. So, here we got the difference as 50. Now, this becomes the new divisor. So, here we have to use this 50 to divide the previous divisor 125. So, here this becomes 125. Now, how many 50s are there in 125? 51s are 50, 52s are 100, 53s are 150. So, we can take only 52s or 2 times 50. So, I am going to write the 2 over here. Now, 50 into 2 equal to 100. We have the difference 25 now. Now, the remainder is still not 0. So, we have to keep on dividing. Now, this 25 becomes the new divisor. We have to use this difference 25 as the divisor to divide the previous divisor 50. So here this becomes 25 and here it is 50. So this is 50 divided by 25. Now how many 25s are there in 50? 2 25. So 25 into 2 equal to 50. So let's write the 2 over here. Now here it becomes 50 and what is the difference? The difference becomes 0. So see, we kept on dividing till we got the remainder as 0. So which is the last divisor? It is 25. So 25 is the HCF of 125 and 175. But we have one more number, that is 225. So now we are going to use the last divisor here, that is 25, to divide the next number 225. So let's see that division. So 225 divided by 25. This is the last divisor from the previous division. So how many 25s are there in 225? 25 8s are 200 and 25 9s are 225. So let's write the quotient as 9 here. 9 25s are 225. Take the difference and you get the difference as 0. So the remainder here is 0. And which is that divisor we used here so that the remainder became 0? It is 25. So we can say 25 is the HCF of 225, 175 and 125. That is the last divisor we used in the successive division method. That will be the HCF of the given numbers. So children, I hope you understood this new method. You have to go through this method once again, which is given under the heading Speed Maths. This is given in page number 58 of your textbook. There is a try this exercise given right after the Speed Maths. Please go through that question and try to find out the HCF of the given numbers there using successive division method. And there is also a HOTS exercise given below. Please go through that as well and try to find out the answers to the questions given there. Now in the next page, page number 59, there is a heading Project. A few questions are given there. Please go through the questions and work out them in your notebook. Below that, you can see a heading Highlights. Please go through that as well. We have come to the end of this chapter. In the next class, we will be discussing the questions from revision time exercise. So make sure before that you go through all the concepts and all the exercise from the chapter once again and come to the class. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, bye.